Welcome back, my meowing milkmaids!
Don't ever call us that again.
Caine, or Creative Artificial Intelligence Networking Entity, is the enigmatic ringleader of the digital circus, and today we draw him and Bubble in 6 different styles. The first style that we have today is the cartoon effect. For me, the cartoon effect is all about nostalgia. Those late 80s, early 90s kick-ass cartoons that I loved as a kid. Whether it was Voltron, TMNT, or even something like Gargoyles. They were all different and awesome in their own way. But what makes a cartoon style a cartoon style? Well, usually it's bold colors, thick outlines, and usually a cellular 2-shade system. Basically, one color and then a shadow underneath, or a highlight. One of my favorite shows that personified this style of art was Batman the Animated Series. If you watch that today, nearly 30 years later, the artwork still holds up. Popping on those last-minute highlights as we're going to call this section complete, as we are then going to head on over to a new style, and that is the metallic style. And we are absolutely going to pretend that we didn't just misspell metallic.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
Don't worry, and yes, that is a tongue twister, misspell metallic. Try to say that 3 times fast. So how do we achieve this metallic texture when Bubble is just that, a bubble? Well, actually it works to our advantage. If we take the gradations of Bubble and make them much more vibrant and much more opaque, well then we get actually a metallic finish. All the highlights become shiny spots, and all the lowlights and shadows become darker and richer undertones. Mix that in with just a nice purple texture that I think rocks. I think it actually fits Bubble really well as like a fuchsia purple color, and then you just got everything you need for a nice shiny metallic coat. But what really works for a metallic are paint pens. They're going to be the key to this whole design. I actually like the way this metallic feature came out, but let me know if you want to see something different next time as we now change over to Grayscale. And to me, Grayscale works really well because I can showcase all the awesome thin layered values that a bubble would have in a Grayscale effect. And basically we're just going too deep, but we're going to really highlight, no pun intended, all of the little shadows and transitions that happen in a bubble. This section might seem quick, but it took a painstaking amount of time to make sure that it was as realistic as I could, but in a gray setting. Now we are about the half-minute way of this video, and if you love the content that you are seeing so far, then please do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe button, as we are so close to 250,000 followers, and I'd love to get that before my birthday in August. If we could do that, that would be an amazing achievement, but I need your help to smash that like button and subscribe button so you never miss out on another video. And now that we've made this thing super realistic with a grayscale effect, we're going to make this thing just plain old super realistic Caine. But I kind of smudged with some orange, but we'll go over it and we'll fix it here. One of the most common comments that I get in my community is, how do I draw? How do I draw so well? Well, it's not an easy thing. There is no secret ingredient to drawing realism. It takes time. Realism drawings take forever, and usually they're going to require either mixed media or a ton of color pencil work. So you're going to have to understand 3 fundamental things to help you at home achieve better realism. 1 is understanding values. Need to know how cool colors and warm colors interact with each other. And 3, you're going to have to understand overall shapes and sizes of objects as they correspond to each other. And basically how I like to do that when I sketch things out is I like to start at one focal point and use that as my measuring point for everything else when I'm working on a sketch. But if you can work on your values, your tones, and then your values and shading it with color and warms and highlights, you will get so much better at drawing. How do we do that? Well, that's the complicated, long process of practice. I often like to practice with all different types of media on scrap paper off to the side. I like to see how cool colors will affect with warm colors before I actually apply them to the page. I don't do the experimenting as I'm working for you here. I've done that prior to doing the drawing, so that way when I'm showcasing what I'm doing, it looks a little bit more seamless for you at home. This was a really large undertaking for the realism, mainly because the gums and the teeth have all these micro refractions and highlights and shadows and values, and I really need to make sure that they worked, because if you don't hit them just right, it'll look flat and matted, and I'm not trying to do that. But then again, if I add too many weird funky colors to the undershadows, it'll look almost surrealistic. Even though Caine is a very surrealistic character, we still want to make it look as close to realism as we can. And just like that, we are finished. This was an incredibly fun video to do. I know it was only 4 different styles, but it kind of matches considering the 4 characters. Let me know which side that you liked best, and as always, I shall see you all in the next video.